Okay, welcome back, folks. We are just about to start this second of the best of two here tonight between CLG and SKDC. SKDC made a run of it in that last map. I did not expect them to do that well, but I'm looking for them to do extremely well here. I'd like for them to win this game, frankly, because they showed us a really impressive performance. But you can expect CLG to really turn it up in this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a 2-0, but at the same time, if SKDC was to win a map, I would have said Inferno was the better chance. So,
well, there you go.
This come to fruition. So this becomes another tie.
Yeah, this was their pick, of course. So we're going into SKDC's map choice. Really, this should be their better shot of winning.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Though CLG is going to get that CT side, and we saw them crush Luminosity in the CT side just recently at CEVO-P a couple of weeks ago. So while it may be one of the weaker maps in their pools, they still typically could put together a pretty decent CT side, or at least they have in the past. So we'll have to see how it pans out as SKDC is sending a couple of guys B, but this is a fake. And that one tap though. But that bomb is definitely
not going to draw anyone.
But this, yeah, it's not going to draw anybody, and it's a double pit setup. This is like suicide SKDC is about to run into, unless they just get some really crazy frags.
Yeah, and they're waiting too long because the rotate is now coming in. I mean, if they're going to do the fake,
they push banana.
Fake,
yeah, Tarek pushed banana, so they know what's going on.
Oh, they are in big trouble here. This is going to be a mess. Oh, Ocean gets the kill on Tarek, though. He was ready for the push down banana, evens things out, and really, if they go B, oh man, what a masterful play by SKDC. Do they have time to plant the bomb, though? It is a long way to be.
This guy, Ocean will beat them, but they won't get the bomb in before the rotates here. If Ocean can get these kills,
a lot of damage to FNS there, but the bomb does go down. There's still 10 seconds. They're going to get the bomb planted.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Cutler might be able to force the issue here. He does get the kills, but the bomb does go down. Ellis is flanking up Banana with 25 HP in the Glock. He's got a huge health disadvantage, and I'm not sure if they are going to think Banana as an option. I guess they have to at this point. Yeah, they're sending one down there to check.
The defuse has begun.
Yep, and the kill's there, so it's over. But I have to say, SKDC made a lot more out of that round than I thought. Like, it looked bad. Tara got the initial pick, pushed down Banana, got all the information on what's going on.
Yeah.
There's 4 players A, including 2 stacked pit, which is like a recipe for disaster if you're trying to attack lane or porch. Yet they come back through boiler to mid and get to be open. So
I mean, I feel like CLG could have probably played that better. They knew exactly where their opponents were. They had Tarek pushing for banana. They needed to put some pressure from mid as well. Ocean was able to just turn around and focus all his energy on killing Tarek as he was trying that flank. Tarek was basically left alone by his team to do all the work, and that enabled them to easily ignore the guys on bomb side A and just rush back to B. It almost cost them the round, but they did end up winning it in the end.
Oh, Lucky just heard charge up across. He'll be able to push this smoke and get a free frag. Nice. That was pretty cool stuff. There from Lucky, just playing aggressive on that smoke and listening for the intel.
Yeah.
SKDC is lining up some smokes for left side mid, so I guess they're going to want to try to attack once again out of boiler or porch. They put that smoke on the truck Ocean just threw, but Lucky's in a really good angle here.
Quite a bit of his screen there as Slemmy manages to get the kill, but there's already so many players on bomb side A.
Yeah, I think the better angle is actually just to play on top the rail and angle even further to the left, so you can easily kind of just get some free.
Well, I mean, you're seeing a lot of players play that closer angle there, especially on an anti-eco. I mean, I guess if you have limited bullets to spray them with an M4A1, so the closer you are, it's going to give you an advantage if you can land your headshots.
Well, the reason why you play on the rail instead of what Lucky did, which Lucky situation is different, they already knew he was there. But in other situations, when you're playing that up close angle, if you play on top of the rail, it's great because you have an amazing angle on the first guy out, and you can so easily drop down into the pit.
Yeah, sure, you don't have to jump up.
Whereas if you're not on it, then you have to run backwards and jump over it, and this becomes a mess. And
not to mention your head's no longer at crosshair level, which is always a plus too.
So it's all kinds of pros as opposed to cons when it comes to playing that spot like that. But either way, we do have AKs being bought now because SKDC didn't invest heavy in that second round, and they got a bomb plant on the round, and so now they can get AKs here. See, that's what sometimes happens. You go heavy investment on Tech 9s, but you lost first, but now
they have the gun advantage.
Can't afford the guns. And it's, exactly. Now they do have the gun advantage. So it's one of those scenarios where it actually paid off that they didn't invest in so much in that last round because they can take advantage of that bomb plant now.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost a good thing that they let CLG, most of their members, live, because now they're stuck with SMGs or whatever they had last round. Hayes now firing away at him with his FAMAS, getting 1 kill, but doing all kinds of damage. L's trying his hand at the apartment. He goes down as well to Hayes. Slemmy finally getting a kill on Lucky, but whoa, Cutler and FNS peeking from Arches and Library, but Stewie getting 2, getting 1, turning the 90-degree angle and getting the other with a headshot. And man, 1 versus 2. He knows where Tarek is. He takes a shot, but Tarek too fast.
Yeah, so CLG now going up 3-0, and you know, from here, this could either get real bad and CLG could just, you know, put on the momentum and take a really big CT half, which is definitely, you know, common. And I have to say, because we don't have any data on Train, and because Nuke is out of the pool,
yep,
Inferno is probably the most CT-sided map in the rotation now.
Yeah, I mean, arguably Overpass is up there.
That is true, but a lot of the updates to that map have given a lot of options.
They evened it out a lot. There's been nothing done to Inferno to even it out.
It's probably debatable. I'm just saying Inferno is one of the candidates now for like most CT-sided in the pool.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny though. Sometimes you do see it go the other way, so you can never be 100% certain. Oh, look at this. It's just fish in a barrel here on Banana.
Yeah. And I think Train will probably shape up to be a pretty CT-sided map, but we just don't know yet. It's really limited play.
Yeah, I mean, how do you even justify keeping Train? I know Valve probably invested a lot of money and time into it, but just nobody wants to play it, to be honest.
Well, no one wants to play it now because it's so brand new. When teams are going to be forced to play it, aka it's a randomized map 3 in a major or something like that, then people will start focusing down on it.
Maybe to.
But I love Train. Maybe not this Train, but Train's such a staple.
This Train is so different, though. A lot of teams just
don't
like how open the bomb site is.
I watched Virtus Pro play it yesterday against Publicker in one of our matches, and it was fun to watch, but I mean, I don't know how the teams feel about it.
All right, so here we go. On to another buy round for SKDC. They need to start turning things around. They can't let CLG have their way for the entire half. Otherwise, they're just going to start rolling and rolling, and it's going to be impossible to stop them. Lucky and Hayes playing very aggressively into the apartments as Tarek starts things off with a kill for CLG. That is bad news for SKDC, especially since this apartment control is so aggressive by CLG that I don't even know if they realize there's going to be 2 there.
And it's the angles you wouldn't expect. See, Char mollied the spot he thought they would be if they're aggressive, which is bedroom, but they're not. They're playing these off angles that they are totally not going to expect, and Hayes gets a kill because of it. Just such an unorthodox spot to play in an aggressive apartment's positioning.
That's a very good point there, and you could tell he did not expect Hayes to peak that even.
Like I said, he mollied the one spot you would think they play if they're pushed up. Unless there's stairs, and that he had a guy clear on that too. So it's like you never expect that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
They need to make a big move here on B as they make their way in. Slemmy goes in, but the rest of his team is forced back by the Molotov. They are eventually going to make their way up into the bomb site. Tarek is there defending from the oranges. He goes down, and now it is a 2-on-3. And they are going to get the bomb planted. So SKDC has a pretty good shot at winning this one if they can land their shots. But Cutler through the wall gets L's. Ocean now is going to peek Cutler. He is completely surrounded. He's got to get a kill or 2 to even things out. But no, Cutler gets the best of him, and that's the end of the round.
Yeah, so 5-0. So CLG, you know, winning pistol, not getting eco, winning the opening gun rounds, and this, like I said, could be a recipe for a really one-sided game if this pace.
I mean, look at the money situation already. CLG is just running away with things. That's the benefit of being on CT on this map. You can usually win not only a lot of rounds, but you win them in a row. So you build up this monetary advantage. And then if SKDC finally does win a round, it's just going to be one round here or there. It's not probably going to be a bunch strung together because they're up against such an economic disadvantage.
And look at Finesse just getting real ballsy here, just pressing all the way down mid, chasing a fire heater, trying to get all the way to the T-stairs here, throwing some bullets down. I'm not sure if they realize he got that far. Now they do because Finesse gets the kill on the Slimmy, but they weren't 100% sure on that at first. And now they just have to recover 3 versus 5. L's trying to play through his smoke inside the apartment. Char traverses the small pit to see if he can't, you know, clear mid at least to make sure Finesse is no longer there, which he's already gotten his pick and already fallen all the way back to closet. So he's not getting too greedy and overextending. He got his kill and he's back in position now for the normal take.
Yeah, it seems like that's just happening so fast into these rounds. SKDC is just giving up their players way too early. They're getting out-peaked by CLG, and to an extent, that's exactly what you would expect to happen out of CLG, who's arguably the stronger team, but Ocean with a nice headshot to start off the take on bomb site A.
Got the second one too, but Hayes is able to clean it up, and now it's 1 versus 2 for Els here. Let's see if he can't make it happen. He spots Hayes over at the moto, but cannot get the kill, and that's now 6-0 for CLG, as they're just pretty much locking down the map at this point. I mean, Ocean got a couple of nice picks there, catching Lucky with the nade out basically, and trying to make something happen, but it's not enough.
This map can be very punishing for when you have a matchup that's pretty one-sided, when you have a serious underdog, then this can be very punishing for the underdog, because it's just so easy once you're on CT to defend sites. If you know you have the superior ring, look at that. Tarek takes a shot on Banana, takes a bit of damage, but he's going to back right off. And right off the bat, yet again, SKDC is at a mid again.
This mid
again.
Oh my goodness.
Firing away from
Hayes is the one who gets the kills, but I mean, CLG is just relentless. It's almost at a point now where they're not showing SKDC any respect.
Yeah,
I mean,
the respect is all gone.
It's super gone. And here's the scary part. If SKDC can't like respond to that, they can't counter that, it's just going to keep compounding itself. And this is eventually going to be just really bad for SKDC.
Yeah, when you're sending 2 guys to rush down mid on an anti-eco, you know you've already basically wrapped up the game. That's where CLG is in their heads. SKDC needs to turn things around and show them that they're still in the game.
Yeah, they need to get something going, man. They got to be able to contest plays like that, and they can't get locked down in their own spawn, and you got to be able to make movements and stuff like that. As CLG has retreated to a more passive and standard style now, they still do have that double aggression inside the apartments, and that does unorthodox angles, but it's going to be a huge mid attack, and it's going to be off the Cutler, who will have to fall back here, not able to get anything, and Ocean's able to pick up Hayes inside the apartments, and they know Lucky plays pit. They've already spotted him as well, and he's smoked off. He's going to get caught actually there by Stewie. So here you have it. SKDC kind of finding a hole in the defense of CLG, and they expose it quite well, and they're going to get around because of it.
Yeah, Tarek and Finesse now just basically forced to save. There's no way they're going to be able to take back this site, right, even if they have been dominating so far. I mean, it would be crazy to think they could win this 2 versus 5 retake, especially since most of the players on SKDC not even low health. So they're just going to try to go for some exit frags here. It does look like
I kind of want they should be more aggressive in going for X, just because they have so much money and they really could punish us.
You gotta take these guns away. That's a very good point.
But yeah, that opportunity is already long.
I mean, they were pretty aggressive here. I mean, look at how long they're waiting for this bomb to go off. They didn't take some damage from it. It's just they didn't exit the way they wanted them to.
Wait, what?
Wait. Wait.
What is that?
Okay, Finesse just got 2 kills with a incendiary grenade, and I'm not 100% certain how that happened.
Can you read in-game chat? I can't.
Yeah, they're all going wild.
Did 2 people actually die, or did they...
And yeah, he got the kills. I mean, the camera was not on FNS. It looks like he just whipped a Molotov as far as he could down middle and somehow got 2 kills.
Is that for real?
We're gonna have to go to the replay on that.
Yeah,
once the VOD comes up, they'll be researching that one for decades.
Yeah, I'll have
I mean, talk about
a
successful exit frag strategy. I don't know what he did, but Finesse, you need to open up a scoop.
I saw the kill notifications, but I didn't actually see anyone die, so I'm just really confused what happened.
They died. They died, my friend.
Okay. Yeah, my overlay is all screwed up in game right now, so I guess I need to restart, but like...
Well, it happens to the best of us. Oh, Els is going to get caught from behind here.
What's that? Our producer has some information I'm listening in off of.
It looks like they
were in the pit.
That's what the experts are saying.
And the molly landed inside the pit where they were.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you can survive in the pit, right? So I know exactly what happened now. You're in the back corner of the pit. It's the only place you can survive a bomb explosion. You're gonna be right back into the corner. Finesse knows this. He throws a Molotov where he knows the only place they can survive on site is. And so brilliant move by Finesse. He knows they can't leave the spot that they're at or they're going to get killed by the bomb.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Throws the Molotov there, and whoa, 1 nade by Cutler in combination with some damage from Hayes. Take down 2 players already on this eco round, and the rest fall in short order. Wow, 9-1. SKDC only managing to pick up that one round so far, and it's like I said, they just got to pick up 1 or 2 here or there. It's the best they could really hope for against such an advantage like CLG has. And frankly, if they're able to pick up 2 or 3 more rounds, then it's possible they're still in the game at that point.
Yeah, they need like an epic comeback at this point, and they have kind of a broken by this round. I mean, Charles at 250, Stewie just on a Galil. So I mean, this is getting a little bit tough. Derek once again getting aggressive with this op over at Car Banana. He does miss his shot. He's kind of in an awkward spot, but he's able to re-peek and get another kill, getting some support from Ness with that M4, delivers a second one as well, and they're just shutting down this Banana oh so well. They're about to go ahead and get to those double digits and get that 10th round, it looks like, and I mean, the chances of this being a one-sided victory for CLG are ever increasing, but it's an open B bomb site, but the bomb is content on...
This is not a bad idea, because that rotate came in so fast from Cutler, and they knew it would. Meanwhile, look at this. They're pushing all the way up from mid, going up Banana. They're going to check this corner for motion, so he's going to have to peek that before they do.
Nope.
But he doesn't. Char, he's still an okay spot here, though. No, and he falls to Hayes as well. 10-1 now for CLG. I mean, that was not an eco round, guys. That was a full buy from SKDC, and they just dropped like flies.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I mean, they had 3 AKs and a Galil, so I mean, it was pretty close to a full buy. And yeah, they just got decimated by Tarek's out. They couldn't punish him, and they got him trapped at the car, but they couldn't get him. And then, like I said, Finesse was there for support with the M4. Got, I think, 1 or 2 kills as well. So just not able to punish the aggression at all. And I mean, here we're seeing CLG once again just kind of no respect, pushing up mid. Lucky already at the bench. Fnatic gets the op pick, and there's no way they realize that Lucky is bench at this point. So they're all fucking T spawn. I mean, this is like,
that is a disaster.
You can't win. I'm about to do a John Madden. You can't win the game if you can't get out your spawn. Like,
that's a
team
that's
with most points will win. I mean,
a brilliant pointer there. Destiny, right?
If you can't cross this line, you will never execute a sight and win a round.
Yeah, you got to get off of those stairs. That's the first key to victory on this map as the terror.
Step 1.
Oh, man. Yeah, this game is ending quickly, and I am not surprised. I expected CLG to just... They knew they had to turn it up. They can't let SKDC make this game even close, because the first map, SKDC put up a very, very strong performance. CLG was at risk, basically, on this map of losing at least some measure of their reputation that they've worked hard to build up. You were talking earlier about how they can be an inconsistent team. They don't want to be known as an inconsistent team, and certainly losing to arguably one of the bottom teams in the league right now in the pro division would not help. But that was a great start to the round there by Hayes, getting that shot through the smoke.
Yeah, now they're pressing down Banana here. Lucky going to lead the charge with the Sonston 4, kind of posted up here at the pillars, and Tarek still just delivering pain with that op over at the car side. As, you know, Chard seeing if he can't re-peek and contest this a little bit. Not going to get hit, but not going to find a frag himself either. And SKDC just really stuck, you know, getting pinched right now. Tarek will trade the frags with Char. Now it's all up the ocean. 1v4. He'll get caught. Now it's 12-1. And, yeah, I mean, even if SKDC wins out these last few rounds, it's still going to be an incredible feat to jump back into this game. I mean, it's looking really good for CLG for sure.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario at this very point in time is SKDC turns things around, wins the last 2. That puts them at 12-3. 12-3 as long as you have a very, very strong CT side, which presumably they do because this is their map pick. You know, it's possible, but 14-1, not you know, at that point you're approaching impossible territory, although we have seen it happen, and we've seen it happen in very high-profile matches too, on lands and everything. So 14-1 even is not the end of the world, but I give it maybe a 0.05% chance of going in SKDC.
I would love to see those calculations, but anyway, we're going to see SKDC just trying to ram their heads up against the wall, to be honest, you know, trying to battle this side yet again. And Stewie actually opened up this time with Slimmy, and now Finesse is going to be in a 1v2. And the bomb's going to get planned. Stewie 2K with only 18 HP. Slimmy also a little bit scratched up. Not too bad, though. Just a flesh wound.
Yeah, Slimmy's got a good position here in the pit, though. He's got 3 kills on the round.
Oh, he caught Stewie, like 2K in a really tough angle. The bomb's not really planted for pit either. That's why Finesse isn't probably going to really check it too hard. But he will. Oh, can't get the kill. Slimmy grabs it.
4 kills.
Yeah, good job there from Slimmy. Kind of gets around the board, but I mean the damage has already been dealt. I mean
I don't know, man. I think you're giving up way too early. At 12-3 on this map, you've said it yourself. This is probably the most CT-sided map left in rotation. We know SKDC can do okay work on this map on CT. I don't know. If they win this round, they have the momentum in their favor. They could just pull out a victory still tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not impossible or anything like that. It's just that based on how CLG's playing, the tempo that they're bringing, the lack of SKDC being able to really even outshoot their opponents ever, it's just not stacking up really well for them. As Lucky right there just outnames people at sandbags and temporarily gets the bomb down. We got a 4-on-3 pretty early in the half.
Yeah, Finesse is going to easily be able to hold down bomb site B with this auto sniper, and so they're not even probably going to rotate anyone over. That's bad news for SKDC because they're probably hoping for some kind of at least movement out of CLG so that maybe they could capitalize. Oh, and speaking of movement, Hayes rushing down middle, very aggressive. Els saw him, but just didn't manage to get the kill. Hayes was on the move, and he still outshot Els, but Ocean knew exactly where he was, peeked out, and got the kill. Now 2-on-3, and the rotate is occurring. Sort of. Cutler is now second.
Kind of a limbo situation, and Finesse is going to set up the auto sniper, grabs the kill. So Ocean now alone in a 1 versus 3, realizes he's about to go head-to-head against an auto sniper. That's not fun. Finesse up on the close angle. He does peek out and grab the frag, so nice job, and he can't smoke out CT spawn. And this will mean he should be able to get the bomb plant. He knows that there's one CT spawn. He hears that spam going through the smoke. He will get the plant. Cutler tries to throw some fire to see if
too far on that fire.
Yeah, and I gotta go over his head. So now Ocean's on 1v2 trying to spam through the smoke.
Oh, no.
Takes a lot of damage. Gonna fall back into Banana. Speaking of Banana, I love that 5-7.
I despise it, and I think it's a
banana gun.
Yeah, I think it's a banana gun, basically.
Banana gun.
Oh, man. Oh, caught rotating his Ocean, but oh my god, he gets the kill. I can't believe it. That is 4 kills for Ocean in that round. What an insane clutch.
Yeah, you just gotta wonder if it's a bit too late, man. I mean, CLG just dominated.
No way it's too late.
SKDC
is going to win this.
It's possible.
Already been confirmed on HLTV.
I'm not saying it's
in fact, you didn't even realize that we're casting this on a delay. This is on a half-hour delay, man. HLTV, it's been confirmed. SKDC wins 16-12. Okay. Unbelievable comeback.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, 12-3. I call that doable. I think 3 is the minimum to make it still a definitely a win for CLG. There's no doubt about it. CLG won that half. But this is
I'm not basing it necessarily
this is not over. This is not even by any stretch of the imagination is this match over.
I mean, I'm not basing it purely off of the score as much as I'm just basing it purely off of like how aim battles went and how. I mean, not only did CLG win 12 rounds, they literally made SKDC sit in T spawn for like half the half. So I mean, it's like
okay.
It's not even just the 12-3 score. It's just
I'll give that to you.
It's just the aim battles.
But you got to remember. SKDC picked this map. They must have a good CT side on this map. One that they've probably been practicing a lot lately. I don't know. I don't know. The ops are not going to be as effective, obviously, on CLG's side on the aggressive T side push, and they'll probably go super aggressive too. By the way, because they're very confident going into the second half, having picked up 12.
I mean,
Slemmy's going to pull out that op once he can afford it, and you know how good he's been playing with that so far tonight. But you're right; it probably does a lot come down to the pistol. SKDC needs this one.
Yeah, the pistol's key here for sure. I mean, it's obvious, right? I mean, it's not really like.
I mean, that's usually true. The pistol is probably more important than any other round, but it's especially true when you're down by this many rounds.
Yeah, Mr. John Madden for the day. As we're gonna see if CLG is going to be able to just put this game away, or if they're going to allow SKDC to take a stab at a comeback. And like I said, the pistol round, it has to happen. Without this, chances are very, very slim that they'll be able to come back at that point. But like you said, they can get the 12-6 win an opening gun round. Yeah, they can get the ball rolling, and maybe it'll happen. But we are going to see Lucky, trading some damage here with Stewie on the balcony. Takes him down pretty low, but also takes some heat himself and is forced to fall back. And CLG now just kind of gathering up at mid. And this is such a good bait setup Char and Slimmy have. but they don't. Oh, somebody does get one kill and forces to fall back right now, but now Arch is exposed.
They're going to go to B, and oh, that is hugely bad news for Ocean, who's just going to be waiting there to die.
He's playing it as smart as he can, which is just staying alive.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for your team to rotate in. You've got plenty of time to get that defuse.
Yeah, and this flank is really fast here from those SKDC members coming up from the other side, and so Ocean and company doing a smart job. But Tarek has actually slipped in by the spools. Now he can cut off this construction rotation pretty well. Ocean gonna throw a flash.
Great flashbang.
Yeah, very, very good flash here. And they get the kill on the Tarek as well. So now off the Cutler. 1 versus 3 with the bomb down. They're just all chasing after him here at the triple, and they will get the kill. And they should.
Oh, yeah, we've even got a kid on Slemmy. That is great preparation there. And in fact, I think they might have needed it. I think they might have had enough time. I've got my music off. By the way, that's a tip for you guys.
You have your music on?
If you can. No, I've got it off. But that's a tip for anybody who can stand having the music on. The music actually speeds up once it's too late to defuse without a kit. So you can use that as a cue to know whether you should leave the site or not. I did it for the longest time, but the rest of the music, to be honest with you, I can't stand it. But if you can stand it, then it's a really, really useful tool to use to know when to defuse and when not to when you're not on the kit.
Yeah, I did not know that.
But yeah, that's a great win for SKDC. They're right back into this game. They should easily be able to pick up this one. Well, I say easily, but look at this. We've got a Tech 9 head armor buy.
There's also three Molotovs here as well, so they're going to storm that site with Molotovs, and that could
a huge buy.
Ocean playing the course corner with a Mag 7, so this could be
that's going to be dangerous, actually. I don't know. It could be devastating, but they've got Tech 9's 1 straight bullet to the head, and he's done. I don't know. Being able to spray down is
on the first orange. Oh, Cutler messed up the molly. He dropped it on the card. He was supposed to molly first oranges, and now he can't. Maybe someone else will molly first oranges instead.
Yeah, they've got Molotovs to spare, luckily for them. They've still got 2 more. 1 goes out. This is quite a take on an eco round.
Yeah, Ocean takes some damage here, but he remains alive at second oranges. Stewie getting on top of the spools with the FAMAX, able to deal some damage down as well. And Ocean just hiding it out here, but he gets caught by Tarek and Hayes, and this bomb is about to take a plan, it seems. And Slimmy trying his best here to retake through construction with his M4 with the help of Elvis FAMAS, but lucky with the Mac 10 up close, able to deal 1. Tarek with another, and now Char. Oh my God, this is going to be just pretty much a miracle if it's going to happen. And at this point, like I said, when you win first and lose second, it's almost a double save guaranteed, and that means that it's like CLG match point, you know? Unless they try to do some kind of crazy force next round, but it won't really be.
I mean, that was really a disaster. We mentioned how you have to win the pistol round basically when you're down by that many rounds, but the corollary to that is you also have to win the following rounds. I mean, that's kind of the assumption. You win the pistol, you win the anti-ecos. But the Tech 9, and wow, so many Molotovs and smokes and stuff. It's amazing they were able to afford such an expensive buy. But since they made the most of it. It was a really effective bomb site take.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, flushing players out, doing free damage to people with the fire and putting them in awkward positions. I mean, it's definitely, that's why you see a lot of teams sacrifice getting guns to be able to afford those nades, because, you can do a lot with them. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a really tough position for SKDC. You see Ocean kind of hiding out in Graveyard trying to see.
That could be effective. Maybe they won't see him there, and then he'll be able to pop out and at least get 1 kill.
Yeah, USP though, like, I mean,
they're
damage
not
is very minimal.
They're checking it. Yeah. Oh my God, Hayes, did you see him?
No, but he steps out. He does do a lot of damage,
there
but
you go.
It's a one and done play, unfortunately. But yeah, 2v3 retake coming in here for SKDC.
We got some low
player bench. It's gonna be lucky. Oh, he didn't get the kill. That's tough. I think he should get that kill all day long. Now it's kind of a maybe winnable 2v2 retake coming in.
I mean, they got no kit.
Oh, okay.
They picked up an AK-47. It's definitely been a successful round, so they can back off. And there you go. You can pick up Moss on Slemmy too, so they can definitely turn it around in this next round.
Yeah, now they'll definitely, like, I mean, it was kind of debatable whether they would just play for, well, they probably wouldn't play for Tide no matter what, but now at least they had something to work with to contest CLG's match point, whereas before they really weren't going to have anything.
Yeah, but that was a good play by a number of people, really, on SKDC. Good heads up move there at middle by Char, and then it was a good play also by Ocean over on the bomb site to at least get 1 kill. And interestingly enough, they didn't actually pick up Cutler's op. They left it down there. So I guess Cutler's like, forget it. Don't bother picking it up. I'm done with that thing. I'm just going to pick up an AK.
Rightio. So we are going to have another 5 AKs up here on CLG. And it's going to be going up against those 3 FAMASas, 1 M4, 1 AK. So like I said, I mean, SKDC actually has like a relatively okay chance now since they were able to get some guns going on the CT side. But, you know, still pretty favorable for CLG to eventually find 2 rounds at some point in this half to close this game out, you would think.
Being very careful, though, is counter logic gaming this time. They know that SKDC is in dire straits, but they also know they don't want to give them match points. So there's a good chance that they're buying. So they need to take this very carefully and methodically on CLG if they want to guarantee themselves the round.
Yeah, definitely. As the Terrorists are starting to execute up the bracket side mid, they're pushing a couple players up the arch side. There is one player in Lyra. It's going to be Slimmy with the FAMAS, and he will get taken out by Lucky. Char going to throw a nice little flash here off the awning and try to peek with it. But, I mean, the problem is CLG is pressing the CT spawn. They're going to pinch B, and they're trying to recover as best as they can. Char actually presses through and gets one, but Hayes trades right back. And these 2 banana players, Finesse, are actually kind of held up, but Finesse does get the pick on the Stewie there in the end. Ocean trying to hold as best he can from Spools, but he's taking a lot of pressure, but he still delivers the frags, and Els gets one too, so it's all at the Cutler in a 1-on-2.
Oh, great kill from behind on Els, though, as he pushes into the site. Wow, Ocean, good move, staying alive. Cutler almost actually closed out that round. If Ocean hadn't backed off, he might have just let him. That's a good win for SKDC, though.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to hold CLG up for so long, and so CLG is getting beat by the clock.
I mean, it's so dangerous taking that arches to B. I mean, I very rarely like it. I think you can only really pull it off if you know that they're completely giving you arches. If not, you can get trapped there. If a guy rotates into CT from B and you're getting hit now from library or arches, then you're in big trouble. So it's a very dangerous, risky play. And I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest.
Right. As we're going to see L set up here on the roof right now. Slimmy going to be playing the other side as we do see CLG kind of backtracking though. They're bringing it down back towards Banana. I mean, there's no rotation to SKDC, just kind of playing their center 3-2 split right now. And like I said, you expect CLG at some point to string together a couple of rounds, but SKDC is definitely trying to put something together to try to see if they can't still make the comeback happen.
SKDC, again, doing a good job of keeping back CLG, and CLG, for their part, is more than happy to take their time here. Now only 50 seconds left in the round, and the smoke coming out at B, that's going to slow down them even more unless they decide to rush through it.
Yeah, you're right, you are. And Stewie's going to deliver a nade here, which does nothing really. A little bit of damage to Hayes, but not really enough to merit any type of excitement, as the nades are going to start going in for CLG as they will begin this execution. So he's going to step out, but he will get caught. Ocean from the Spools able to at least make the trade and start falling back into construction. Takes a little bit of damage, but remains alive. And actually, with the help of Char, they have a really good chance of making this retake. They have a 3 versus 2 now because of Char's spam with the FAMAS.
Yeah. Great smoke spam by Char. Good map knowledge by him, and timing as well. Els now pushing in, takes on Cutler and gets the better of him, but Finesse is still on site. Els gets him as well. Good couple of kills for Els there, as well as Char on the entry into the site. SKDC now down only 14-6. The gap is narrowing as only one more round. Well, I mean, they might even be forced on a save round this round. I don't even think they're going to force buy here.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They have so much cushion to work with.
Yeah.
They should definitely just go ahead and take the save here, make sure they can get a full buy in the next. But here you see some investment and CZ, Tech 9, and a couple of 250s. And they have 1 Molly and 2 smokes. So maybe just a fast B. I'm not sure what you do with just 1 Molly besides Molly B.
I mean, if they get this kill here on Banana on Ocean, okay, it's good for him that he backed off because, I mean, yeah, you almost don't need too much by way of utility nades. If you manage to get that first kill on Banana, you just bum rush the last guy on site, and there you have it. You have the bomb site, even if you lost a couple players in the process. Ocean's actually decided to rotate, though, over to A. They've got 4 stacked on A. I'm not sure what caused them to do that.
Well, you just naturally do this sometimes on CT side, just,
I don't know. That's going to be a big mistake, though.
Yeah, it could be, unless Stewie can hold big, and I'm sure now Ocean kind of realizes that he's coming back, and there's a good smoke that kind of blocks off the choke, and this allows Ocean the freedom to come back without really being punished by early rotation.
Oh no, it looks like CLG has waited way too long here because Stewie's still got all this utility. Throws out a smoke with only 40 seconds left. He's got a Molotov as well that he's going to throw once the rush comes.
This is a fake. They're going to show that.
Oh, they're going to go to A. They figure that there's been a rotate, but there's that double pit play on A.
Yeah, and Hayes got caught though, so they don't get any picks at A, and so this means that there's no weakness there. And so Slimmy just comes right back down to the statue, and this is going to be really tough for them to be able to even get the top plan at this point. Yeah, L's just mopping it up from inside the site, and Cutler going to get caught in the back. So 14-7 as SKDC, you know, getting it done. They're at least staying in the game for now.
Yeah, they're making this a very close game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see this end with them getting at least 10, if not possibly even a comeback.
Well, it's one of those things where CLG has at least been able to, on gun rounds, get the bomb down, and it's just they haven't been able to hold off retakes just yet.
Yeah.
So they already have had some minimal success.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There's been close calls. Like Char managing to get 2 spray down kills through smoke. It basically is the only reason why they won that one retake. So it's coming down to a bit of luck, but also skill on their side. Ocean has been playing phenomenally for a guy that not always exactly a top fragger on SKDC. He's just been turning it up this match.
Right, yeah. It is the way that this game's been playing out. You feel like something's eventually going to give as far as like SKDC.
I don't know. Hayes has taken a bunch of damage already in this round, and that's a big disadvantage because Hayes is a great entry fragger sometimes when he wants to be, and he's not going to be doing any of that. He's going to be just lurking over at A like he has been most of this game.
Yeah, and Ocean just spotted a few guys there whenever he made that peek falling back. And so that's a little bit of information given. And Hayes got caught trying to lurk over at A there by Char. And so because nothing's happening positive for CLG, they're not causing any rotates. And so they're still going to wind up going into a kind of a difficult execution here at the B bomb site in just a little bit.
Yeah,
but they've done well to get the bomb down at B several times. They just always wind up with a man disadvantage when the retake comes into play.
I mean, usually it's Ocean that's left to defend from schools, and he usually does an okay job at it. But Stewie
stays alive. That's the big part. He stays alive for the rotations.
Yeah.
Here, but it seems like they're just going to straight up shut down the execution this time around. Stewie and Ocean combining to pretty much get everybody down except for Lucky now. Just going to get decimated. So a lot more.
B defense has been pretty strong the last few rounds, I gotta say, and they're changing it up, which is a great thing. I mean, usually, like I said, Ocean's there playing the schools. He changed it up. He's got Stewie's playing the schools, and even putting aside the difference in skill, if you've got one player that's more skilled than another, it's nice to switch them up sometimes. But even assuming 2 players with the same skill, they're not going to have the exact same style. So you're still going to throw off your opponent. You're going to have somebody playing there that's not doing the same thing all game. Yeah. Slimmy, nice start to the round.
Of not being able to close may plague CLG here eventually. It's something they struggled with at CEVO land when they had big leads. Like remember the CLG game where they had that huge lead against Luminosity, but they still, I think they went, or no, against Nylon, excuse me. They had this really big lead on Inferno against Nylon from the CT side, and they wound up going into overtime to win. Yeah. So they do sometimes have problems closing, and we've already talked about inconsistency, issues with closing, and you're kind of getting a little bit of that here.
That bomb plant is key by Finesse with only 4 HP left. Would have been great for SKDC if they managed to take him down, but just really smart. And actually, you know what? He might have this round if he plays this right. He's very low HP, but he's got the kill already. Now he's got, yeah, but he's just, oh, the fire kills him.
Yeah, Ocean didn't realize that at first. He's like, oh, okay, he's dead.
I mean, he was that low. A fire, a nade, basically anything. I mean, he was almost so low that a flashbang.
Out of it. Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't have enough HP to get out of the fire.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's basically one tick of the fire and you're done.
Yeah.
So that was a good win by SKDC, and they've won the last 5 in a row. Now, Counter Logic Gaming, though, after an eco, back onto a buy. It's a very solid buy, too, with full utility because they did get that bomb planted, and they had basically a full save there. So, Counter Logic, if they're going to turn it around, this is a great opportunity for them to do so.
Yeah, as this is one of the healthier buys I've seen them have in quite some time, you know, thanks to that bomb plan in part, that extra money coming in to allow for everyone that have head armor, AKs, still a couple of Molotovs, still some smoke. So, I mean, still definitely in good shape. As Hayes is going to use his Molotov to clear out Boiler, actually, or to try to push a player off of truck side. So no Molotovs this time to execute on the B-bomb site. So it could be that they're actually really gearing up for a big A hit.
Yeah, it looks to be that way. There are still 3 players defending A, but the rotate not coming in. In fact, both players on B playing very deep in there.
Yeah, and they could be trying to set up a molly for Pip, but Char through
the smoke. Oh man, he is a
I think there might have been a small gap that he kind of used to help spot someone out, but even
yeah, there does look like there's a gap there now. Looking at it as he's going back, he's pushed into the cubby. That's a smart move.
Great peek by Els there too to kind of bail Char out of a tough spot, and efficient trading here from SKDC. And now Tarek has to play a 1 versus 3. He knows there's an op pit. Outside of that, he's not really sure of himself.
Oh, there's only one guy defending B though here.
It's gonna be Stewie trying to run because he's running all the way back.
Smart
to
move, very smart.
He's like, I just got to make sure that Tarek can't get in here and get this bomb plant, basically.
Absolutely, with 10 seconds left in the round, if he could even stop the plant, that would be great. It looks like Tarek is going to get the bomb.
So. Yep, he is. But they know he's oranges, but he still gets the kill anyway, even though he's boxed in.
Oh, that fire's so good.
It is, but he gets around the second oranges, and he's somehow maneuvering himself into kind of a winnable situation. Still at a disadvantage, but he could actually make this happen. That'd be a crazy way to get the game point as they're kind of lining up a bit, but he can't deliver the shots, and the defuse is going to come in from Slimmy, but I mean, still kind of a miracle in itself that he was able to get a bomb plant out of what happened there.
Yeah, that overall, he kind of saved that round, especially because look at their money situation. It's not great. They're going to be able to buy this round. Again, probably a very full and successful buy with full utility nades, only because he managed to get that bomb planted. But yeah, I mean, they've lost so many in a row. They have that full losers bonus as well. That definitely adds to it. They're opting not to go out with an op. That's another money bonus. So overall, CLG is doing okay money-wise, and it's going to allow them to just keep hammering away at SKDC, who frankly don't have too much money either. And eventually, CLG should be able to win one round. Once they do, they're on match point. It's an easy enough thing to clean things up. So SKDC, for their part, just needs to keep doing what they're doing, and hoping that they can do it successfully time and time again.
Yeah, as once again, it seems like CLG is kind of gearing up for some type of A hit. You can kind of see them setting up for some set smokes and stuff like that to hit over towards that port side mid. I'm not sure if they'll follow up with actual execution or if they'll eventually just fall back and go B. But I mean, the thing is, SKDC's playing so standard, you know, not really rotating at all, so that they're always going to kind of have either a 5-on-3 or 5-on-2 depending on how they want to shake it. As they're still gathered up in mid, they haven't really executed off these volleys or anything yet. So nice counter nades coming from the CT side. And
yeah, they forced them to use them all up though, and now they're all out. But Slemmy is still there with the off. 4 HP left. Only Hayes is chasing him down.
He does finally get taken out though, and CLG is finally killing things out. This has been one of the best situations they've been in to close out around here on the T side. They have a man advantage on the retake this time around, rather than, you know, in the past where it's always been kind of a man down. And I think they'll actually hold it here. And in SKDC, like you said, their money's not the best. They're kind of forced to hold on to these guns because only a 1-loss bonus coming in. And that's not a lot. You got a guy at $0, you know, a guy at $9.50. It's not good.
So listen, I'm a big fan of the passive play on both bomb sites, really. I mean, I'm a huge advocate of it. I can't stand, to be honest with you, when I'm on a team and somebody rushes up banana and instantly dies. Those 3v5 retakes are not what you want to see. However, there is a downside to the passive play, and that's just there's no real place to run. If you don't land your shots, there's nowhere to back up to. You're pretty much you're stuck there fighting it out. So you rely very much on the guy in pit staying alive, especially if you're playing up aggressively like Slemmy. He got his first off shot, he missed the second one, and by then he's pretty much doomed because you're surrounded by terrorists. So that is the downfall of that strategy. You have to be on point with your shots, and your teammates have to be on point with their shots to set up that crossfire and use it effectively. Didn't work out for us.
And you're not in prime position to rotate it either.
Exactly, yeah.
If you're so passive in B with 2 players, you get no information and you're really far from the rotate. So
good point.
Definitely kind of another issue there. But we do see that, you know, SKDC still not quite out of it. They've already, you know, made some decent strides at coming back, you know, throughout this half, winning before that round, the last 6 before that in a row, to at least make this kind of a respectable game rather than the one-sided slaughter fest that it seemed like it might be.
Yeah.
But
Both
they need
both
to win
maps
5
tonight,
in a row now.
basically. SKDC has really impressed me.
Yeah, they've actually done, they've been competitive at least, and they're in a situation here where they need to win 5 in a row to force an overtime, which is going to be difficult, but it can be done. As Cutler,
Nice flash.
but Cutler backs up and it doesn't become effective.
It was a smart move by Cutler. I mean, it's so tough. The guy would have to be right there on the stairs, basically, for that to be effective.
Yeah, it definitely forced Cutler back, but not able to get the kill. L's able to get finesse though in the meantime, but L's getting really blind here on the port side. He will get caught, but
good trade out.
Back. But B's completely open, and 3 players are about to
the
hit.
Molotov, though, stops them, and smoke's coming out. That is a great use of nades to get yourselves back into the site.
Was that CLG's Molotov on Carl they messed up again that held them from pushing? Or was that a I don't know. Either way, they're trying to push in here, but Ocean on top of the spools will get a couple of kills now on 1 versus 2 for Lucky. He's going to get caught with damage to the spools. Now 1 versus 1, but can't even react fast enough to how quick Slimmy was there. And so now 15-11.
Okay, so this is kind of key here because they've now reset the loser bonus that kept CLG alive and buying for so long. CLG still has plenty of money to buy this time, but if SKDC can somehow manage to win this round, then going into the next one might even be an eco for CLG. At the very worst, it's going to be a constrained buy, and then you're into a 15-12, 15-13 situation, and that is dangerously close.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I said, CLG having issues closing. Like I said, very much deja vu from what we saw at the CEVO Season 6 lane against Nylem on this map, where they had a big CT side and had to go to overtime to close out that game. So it's definitely, something that does burden CLG. Sometimes.
But the gun situation is still in CLG's favor. Despite having won that last round, SKDC very low on fun.
Yeah, only a 5-7 on Ocean, a FAMAS on Stewie. So yeah, like you said, not quite the healthy full buy you'd want to have when you can't afford any mistakes, when you have to win 4 in a row to force the OT.
Stacking 4 onto A is so smart here, though.
Yeah, definitely. They're starting to cheat over that early rotation. And if CLG commits to A, like you said, this could be really, really big. And it seems like they want to. They're pop flashing over the smoke, but they do catch the closet player. Great awareness there from Tarek, and he gets the kill on the Slimmy. What a play from Tarek. Like you said, what a flash indeed. As Els is inside the pit, trying to see if he can't haul out that drop off, but will not be able to find the frag. Charge from inside the site will be able to, though. He gets the kill on the finesse, but Lucky trades it right back. And now, all of a sudden, the bomb should be planted here soon, and only Stewie is left to contest in the retake.
Wow, Tarek basically closing out the game for CLG on that huge take. Just amazing play. Like you said, smart play by him, knowing exactly where his opponents would be, and he landed his shots as well in a very effective way.
Indeed, and that is game 16-11 for CLG. And that's that.
Wow, but I mean, those are 2 amazing games that we just saw out of SKDC. I couldn't be happier with the way that turned out. I was afraid, frankly, that they would be very one-sided 16-0 style games, but SKDC made them both very exciting.
Absolutely.
And earlier on in the night, I mean, Cloud9 and Luminosity each taking a map off of each other. Who would have expected that, especially with the way Luminosity completely dominated Cloud9 on Inferno?
Yeah. It was an interesting series. I mean, it was better than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure.
I definitely learned a few things about the way the NA Shuffle is shaking up. And basically what I learned was anything could happen right now. I mean, these teams are so unsettled at this point. Even the teams that look like they might be together for a while. CLG, we don't really know who their 5th is going to be. Luminosity and Cloud9 are still settling into their roles. We saw Nothing trying out some unique things like that more lurker role and stuff like that. Skadoodle obviously playing phenomenally for Cloud9, even in the match that they lost. It's going to be exciting to watch what happens. And I think we might even see one of these teams that hasn't been in the limelight quite yet, like Nylem, emerge as even potentially the strongest team. Anything could happen. We really don't know yet. A lot of uncertainty raised by this, especially SKDC's strong performance here against CLG, who we all assumed would just dominate.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It wound up being a much better game than we anticipated, which was refreshing. You know, we're glad to see it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. I mean, as you know, this is CEVO Season 7. We have a massive prize pool, and we have a huge ton of action for you every week from Sunday until Thursday. We have European action during the day, NA action during the night. So
we gotta check our Vulcan teams too, by the way.
Oh man. I mean, Tarek got a lot of kills at the end there.
Yeah, it could. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty close. How many total points?
I got 109.75 from Tarek. I'm not sure if it's updated for sure yet.
What's your total points though?
Okay, my total points 612.35.
You beat me. I had 609.
Yeah!
Beat me by 3 points.
I am the best.
That shot better call on Tarek.
Yeah, I mean, I just
wait. Hold on.
Oh,
refresh right now and check your points again.
I don't want to refresh. Refresh. Hold on here. Oh, 123 points. Tarek is up now.
What's your total points?
630.6.
630.6. Okay, I had 625.50.
Oh yeah, even better.
Yeah, so you beat me by 5 points now.
I just proved it. I know the NA scene better than the master himself. and now everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm.
The world is watching, Dust. I just made a fool of you.
Yep. Got me.
Even though you stole my team. No, that was I mean, this has been a great night. I enjoyed casting with Dust. Hopefully we can do it more often. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Join us on Sunday. We're going to have lots more action going into all next week and all the weeks to come.
Yeah, just be sure to follow up me and Postpone there on the Twitter. You can follow me at DustMred if you enjoyed yourself.
Us right there, yeah.
Yeah, also at ABM Postpone if you want to check him out. And yeah, give us a follow. We appreciate it because I do some of my own individual work out there too, some vlogs and talk shows and things like that. So definitely check out that stuff if you want to see it.
I promise he's a better analyst than caster.
Anyhow, we definitely appreciate all of your support, and just follow up and you'll catch us right here again on Sunday, and we'll be bringing you action Sunday through Thursday for the rest of the summer up until we have our big LAN at the end of July. So definitely just stay tuned. Thanks a lot, but have a good night.